Step into the vibe, oh yeah. Feel the rhythm rise high. We're living life, let's fly. Off tap life. Sky's the limit, no shy. Off tap life.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my official 2026 Royal Rumble predictions show. Now, guys, this is going to be an incredible Royal Rumble. I'm super excited. I know it's going to be full of some great surprises and probably some not so great surprises. But I do know that WWE is going to deliver. And I mean, look, they are building their own freaking stadium. They're building their own freaking stadium. Like it's crazy. They're building their own special place to have the show. They're not using an already pre-built stadium or anything like that. They built one, dude. Like it's just crazy. So this is going to be huge. And guys, before I get into who's going to win, in my opinion, and the surprises we may witness, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment, because allegedly it helps with the channel. So they say. I've been on the platform for a while now, and I can't still confirm nor deny that. So anyways, let's dive in. And let's dive in with, let's go with some of these big cards that we know are going to happen. Some of these big matches, starting with Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn. Now, here's the thing. I think that this match right here is kind of one of those matches that they've thrown in for Saudi Arabia, to give them someone to cheer for, to get them excited about, Sami Zayn, yes, one of our own. Yay, come on, he's going to win. He's going to get the W. In my opinion, he's not. I don't think he's getting the W. I'm sorry, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately, I just don't see that happening. It would be nice, right? But I just think Drew McIntyre's only just gotten the belt back. He has not had a proper title run, like when he was, the longest proper runs he had was during COVID, and no one cared because they were in the Thunderdome or whatever it was back then. There wasn't people there to really, give him the love that he deserves. So I think he's going to have a bit of a longer run than just, say, his first match and then his first title defense and then he loses. I don't see that happening. So Drew McIntyre for the dub there. All right, AJ Styles and Gunther. Let's go ahead and dive into this, because this right here is a big match everyone's talking about. And let's face it, AJ Styles has himself said that he's going to be retiring this year. And fun fact, apparently Shinsuke Nakamura, he was talking to AJ last year or something, and apparently AJ told him that he's going to be finishing up at Royal Rumble. So safe to assume, if he was being honest, that this is going to be his last match. So if that's going to be his last match, that means he's not going to get the W. He's probably going to get the L, and that means Gunther wins. So I'm going to say Gunther's going to get the W. Hey, AJ's allegedly retiring. So if that information is true, then Gunther's going to get the freaking W. Now, alternatively, what could happen is they make this into a two-part. You know what I'm saying? So they go ahead and let AJ win this one, and then maybe WrestleMania, they run it back, and then Gunther retires AJ at WrestleMania. Bigger platform. Well, allegedly, right? Because Royal Rumble is, a lot of people love Royal Rumble, and last year Royal Rumble was watched by more people than all the other PLEs, man. Like, people watched Royal Rumble big time last year, so it beat WrestleMania and everything. So I don't know. It's hard to know. All I know is that it could be a two-part, or it's just going to be AJ. AJ is going to be gone. So hopefully we get a little more AJ, because he's phenomenal. No pun intended, but hey, he told us that he is retiring this year. We know it's coming, but let's just delay it a little bit. All right, let's move on, guys. So what else do we got going on? Let's talk about who we've got. So let me just freaking get my notes together here, because they're kind of important sometimes. I actually did prepare a little bit. You'll be proud of me. because the only reason I needed to prepare is because I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave out anyone who was actually confirmed already for the Royal Rumble. I would like to share that information with you guys as of today. This is 2 days after Raw, Monday Night Raw, the Raw before Royal Rumble, and this is also NXT has just happened. So, with that being said, this is as fresh as it can get as far as who's confirmed for the Royal Rumble. Potentially, maybe someone might be announced on SmackDown, but I doubt it. I think we pretty much have all the main people that you would expect to be part of the Royal Rumble already declaring and being announced. So let's start with the Women's Royal Rumble. And look, this is the 15 women that we've already got confirmed. They are a done deal. They are actually going to be showing up as an entrant. We've got Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Asuka, Bayley, Lyra, Io, Alexa, Liv, Roxanne, Raquel, Chelsea, Lash, Nia, Julia, Jordan, and Maxine. So now this is so far names that we have confirmed. Okay, they're going to be there. Now, what I would like to do from this point is tell you who I would like to see also show up and who I think. This is a prediction of the surprise entrance we may get. Now, I'm thinking at the top of my list of surprises for the women is going to be Bianca Belair. I think Bianca's been out for such a long time now with her finger injury. I think it's about time that she comes back into the fold. And I think WWE has been waiting to make a dramatic entrance. Therefore, enter Bianca Belair, the BST at the RUMBLE. So I think that's what's going to happen. I could see her even going and winning the Rumble. But I will save that to who I think is going to win in a second. But let's just also say some more surprises. I think that we're going to get Paige. I'm at least hoping we get Paige. I love Paige. I miss Paige. Please bring Paige back. Please, please, please. This is a perfect opportunity to do it. Bring Paige back. She's been practicing lately. She's been getting some, time in the ring, getting the cobwebs off. I think there's a good chance she shows up. Someone else who I think is kind of a time-honored tradition, someone that we all like seeing popping back in from time to time, is Trish Stratus. I think we're going to get some more stratisfaction guaranteed. I think we're going to get Trish. I hope we get Trish. I love Trish. She's also a freaking super awesome, just favorite, a legend and all that. Someone else who I think we might get as a surprise is Brie Bella. I think that we're going to get Brie come back, and I think somehow, I don't know exactly how they're going to fit it in there, but I think that we're definitely going to get Brie come back and surprise us. And that's going to be cool. I think she needs to come back. Come back and help Nikki, because Nikki needs some help. get back and help your sister. So that's another person that I think we're going to get. It would be really cool if we definitely get Brie. Who else do I think? Is there anyone else in particular that I think we will get as a surprise that kind of stands out as being kind of obvious? I think we're going to get some NXT people, for starters. I think we definitely will get some NXTs. Sol Ruka, come on. She's like a given. We're definitely going to get Sol Ruka. I believe we're going to get Sol Ruka. I think that we potentially get... Maybe the NXT Women's Champion, I think we'll get one of the, appearances from her. And I think also we will get potentially, who else do I really want to see from NXT, I would say? I would love to see, I don't think we'll get Blake Monroe yet, but I mean, I would love to see her show up because I really love Blake Monroe, but I don't think we're going to get her yet. I think that's going to be a bit further down the line. Tatum Paxley. Let's get Tatum. Tatum is awesome. I think she needs a moment to shine, man. I think that would be awesome. Get Tatum. Get Tatum. Come on. But yeah, I guess that would be probably my list of surprises as far as from NXT goes. Possibly TNA might have someone show up. I would I would guess maybe possibly who TNA. I mean, I guess you would just have to say the Knockouts champion. That's just kind of the only as far as NXT women, unless you could get Mickey James, and now she's kind of one of those. She's a WWE legend, but she's also been in TNA last that she was wrestling. I'm not sure what's going on for now. I haven't heard much. She was helping, isn't she? Wasn't she helping with that LFG or whatever, that WWE show? Isn't she on there, or she was last year? I don't know. Who knows? But she could maybe show up. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with the women. Who do I think are going to be the final four? Oh, and did I already say this? Because I don't think I did, but let me just tell you right now, my final four, who I think, because I'm excited about it, because I think this really will happen. Alexa Bliss. I love Alexa. Huge Alexa Bliss fan. So let's put Alexa in that final four. Okay, I'm going to go with Alexa. I'm going to go with, right now, you got to kind of also say, I think Raquel is hot right now. I think she's got a good run, so I think she's going to actually probably be like the one throwing the most people over the ropes, man. She's going to be just a beast. I think she's in beast mode now. I think that's how they're pushing her, is like the freaking just beast right now of the women's whole division. So I could see her being in the final four. I could see Liv being in the final four as well. Liv Morgan. And who else could we see in that final four? I'd like to say, and another surprise entrant, which I don't know if you can say it's a surprise, because I think it's kind of out there somewhere that this is potentially happening anyways, but I think we have to say AJ Lee. AJ Lee, like, she would be like freaking great to have in there, wouldn't she? Wouldn't it be great if she won it? I mean, that would be cool. But anyways, as far as who I think is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble, oh yeah, and my final four also, Bianca Belair, she's there. So how many people did I say now? Was that 3 or 4? Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. That's potentially your final four. And I think that Bianca Belair is who I'm going to go with for the W. And the reason being is because, so I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I've been actually thinking this way for a while now, but like Jade hasn't been fighting much. She hasn't really done much as champion. She's kind of been just, making these threats saying that, hey, I'm that bitch, kind of situation, but she ain't backed it up. So I'm kind of guessing that maybe that's because they were waiting for the Bianca storyline to continue, because we kind of never really continued that storyline. I think there's still more to that whole story. So long-term storytelling here. I think Bianca comes back. They pick up the Jade and the Bianca thing, and then they end up fighting each other. And so therefore Bianca winning the Rumble makes sense to carry that story on. And there you go. There's your WrestleMania match right there for the Women's Championship. You've got Bianca and you've got Jade. So that works. I kind of like how that feels. I like how that sounds. So that's my whole situation for the women's. But now let's dive in to the men's. Now, I've also got a list for them. Who's confirmed? Again, right now, these are the confirmed ones that based on till from Monday Night Raw of the Raw before Royal Rumble and NXT. So SmackDown hasn't happened yet, but I think we're pretty much set. These are the people you would expect to be in the Royal Rumble anyways, pretty much. So, got Roman Reigns, of course. You've got Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio, Jay. You've got Gunther. You've got Solo. You got Penta. You got Dragon Lee. You've got Jacob Fatu. You got freaking Obafemi. Yes, confirmed, dude. He was confirmed on Raw, so that's gonna be dope. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Javon Evans also confirmed, and R-Truth. So you've already got some freaking just heavy hitters there, and some new people who are just going to be like, I mean, Obafemi, man, like, just think, I mean, this is going to be great. This is going to be his official call up type situation, this first big kind of, match as officially being called up kind of situation. Even though we did see him, come and just decimate and do great things already. He's done some good stuff. He's made some appearances, but I think now this is his coming out party, and I think they're going to make it big because they've been freaking promoting the hell out of it with vignettes forever now. So he's going to be making a huge statement. I think they're going to book him like a beast. Speaking of the beast, I think Brock Lesnar is going to be there. I guess I should say who I think is going to be there. It's not confirmed on my list here, so, but I think you would go ahead and say Brock's going to be there. I could see that being someone. So that's not really a surprise. I really just really believe he's got to be there. I think we would see, as far as surprise go, everyone's talking about Jericho, Chris Jericho. I don't know if this is going to happen or not. If it happens, it's going to be the biggest pop of the night. Everyone's going to lose their mind, and that's going to be freaking awesome. I hope that happens, but I don't know, man. It's kind of a tricky one. Like, it's feeling like he's still actually in AEW somehow, and I don't know. His contract's supposed to end, but who knows, man? Like, who knows? But if he shows up, that'd be awesome. Another person that I would kind of say would be awesome to see show. Who else, man? I want to see The Rock. I would love to see The Rock come and somehow finish the story that he's left us hanging on, and just come back and tie up some loose storylines and things, make an appearance. I mean, it would be great if we could get The Rock and Roman. That has been a dream match that we've all been thinking and wanting. So can we get that? Can that be a thing that happens? Can we please have some nice things? Like, I really want that match. Can we have it? Please, Triple H, please book it. Make it happen somehow. I don't know. But that would be cool if The Rock showed up, made an appearance, and that would just be freaking, that would be huge as well. That would be a huge pop as well. Let's see here. I'm thinking we could have, jeez, man, I'm just looking at my notes here. I don't know. I guess LA Knight, we kind of could probably expect him to be there, but is that really a surprise? That's more of a kind of an expectation. I would think you would expect LA Knight's going to show up. Like, that's kind of a, like, duh kind of situation. Powerhouse Hobbs, he's supposed to be coming back. So, I mean, not coming back, but actually coming to WWE, like debuting. He's got a new name, by the way, allegedly. It's, what is it? Royce Keys. So, yeah. He could show up. I don't think, that could happen, but I don't know. Who knows who he is? Like, I don't think a lot of people know who a lot of these people are. Like, so it might not be a big enough pop, it might be like, oh, who's that guy? So I don't think, Nick, they want to do the, oh, who's that guy kind of situation. So I don't know. But he could. Let's see here. I think Leon Slater from TNA. I think we could get that. That is a possibility. That is actually a real possibility. I think that he's made a huge positive impression on, just everyone in WWE loves him. I think he's someone that we will see in WWE as a regular sometime in the very near future. I see that happening. Joe Hendry. Where's Joe Hendry? We also will probably see Joe Hendry make an appearance, I think, because, he's officially NXT now, and I think that he is officially loved by everyone, and he's done some main roster appearances already as well. I think we could see Joe Hendry. I would love to see him. I love him too. He's awesome. And did I say that? Did I say Matt Condona? He's not confirmed, but I think that we will see Matt Condona as well. I think that's like a given. I'd be surprised if we didn't see him actually, because everyone is excited that he's back, and he's also got that huge, pop, and just everyone is excited. It's freaking, Long Island iced tea all over again. so, so I guess that's who I would say. Now, I guess the big question is, who would I have at the final four? Obviously, you've got Roman Reigns, you've got Cody, Rhodes. I would say you're going to have Gunther. Who would be the fourth person? I would have to go with a toss-up. The toss-up would be between, for that fourth spot, would be Braun Breaker or Obafemi. That's who I would say. One of them, but which one? Or even, I mean, maybe even Brock Lesnar. You might have him in the final four. I mean, it would work storyline wise, potentially. If Gunther really does retire AJ, and he needs a new person to dance with, so for WrestleMania, so we could go straight into Brock's story. And then you have Brock part 1, part 2. So you have WrestleMania, Brock wins WrestleMania, and then SummerSlam they do a rematch, and then freaking Gunther retires him. I don't know. That's a prediction for another day. I'm gonna go with, let's just go ahead and squeeze in. I feel storyline wise, I feel like there's a good story there though with that. I'm kind of liking how that feels. I mean, the only way that would differ as far as from a storyline is, I think right now, I mean, obviously Braun Breaker is really hot right now. But I think the storyline wise, having Obafemi win also makes sense. Like being in the final four at the very least makes sense, because, they've been promoting him as a beast. So I'm thinking he's got to be there at the end. Like, I think there's a huge chance that happens. So I don't know. I'm going to lock in, from a story perspective, Brock Lesnar. I like Brock and Gunther and Roman and Cody. I think these are potential WrestleMania matches that we're going to have. So I'm just going to lock that in. That's just what I'm going to do. So, yeah, let's go that. And who's going to get the W? I'm going to go ahead and say, now, if we get The Rock in the Royal Rumble, then it's fair to say that somehow maybe this Roman Reigns storyline with The Rock will happen for WrestleMania, and that would be great. But in saying that, you guys got to remember, this Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia, so, they've paid big money to have whoever they want, and usually who they want, they kind of get. So there is a really good chance that The Rock could show up, and somehow we get the storyline into WrestleMania and all that happens. So I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and say, I think for the W, I think you got to go with Roman Reigns. I think that, we've been missing him on TV regularly now. He hasn't been around as much anymore, but we all still miss him. We all still love him, and he is still freaking Roman Reigns. So, let's get him the W, because then that sets up something awesome for WrestleMania, right? Like, we know we've got Roman Reigns then, and we've got him locked in. And what time of the year, since he is kind of on a more part-time schedule now, what time of the year would be better than WrestleMania time, right? So the road to WrestleMania with Roman Reigns. Sign me up. Let's do it. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns for the W. That's my predictions, ladies and gentlemen. But what is your predictions? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with some of my choices? Do you have some of your own choices? Let me know in the comments below. Let's continue the discussion. And if enough of you guys comment down there, I'll make a follow-up video and we'll go through your predictions. We'll do my subscribers' predictions for the 2026 Royal Rumble, which would be pretty cool. So go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you guys think is going to be the outcome of this 2026 WWE Royal Rumble. All right, guys, that's it. I love you, appreciate you. As always, remember to wonderful is keep it off tap, off